Decision to Leave is directed by Park Chan-wook, who also wrote the story with Jung Seo-kyung. Now, this movie stars Tang Wei as Song Seo-rai and Park Hae-ryul as Detective Hae-jun. Now, this film was in competition for the Palme d'Or at the 2022 Cannes Film Festival Award, where Park Chan-wook won Best Director. Now, if you didn't know, Park Chan-wook is known for directing the cult classic Korean hit Old Boy, along with Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Sympathy for Lady Vengeance, Thirst, Snowpiercer, and The Handmaiden. Now, this movie tells a story about a detective who tries to figure out a murder investigation that happened where a climber fell to his death. But he starts falling in love with the widower, who is the prime suspect. This movie from start to finish is really, really interesting. It's broken down also, it's a full Korean movie, but also in Chinese as well. The actress Tang Wei is phenomenal as an actress, and she really brings her own into this. The sublining factors and the essence of how everything is done is absolutely one of the best I've seen Park Chan-wook direct. The movie is kind of long. It's drawn out, it's dragging. It's 139 minutes long. It's close to 2 hours and 25 minutes. And it's like, it has its purposes, but you will get confused at times of what's going on between the detective and Seo-rai. Now, the back and forth between the two, the love, the essence of what he goes to show his love to her, but then he falls in love. They both fall in love. And he tries to figure out the murder and plot and how everything happened due to the husband's case. Now, the filmmaking and the cinematography is the most eccentric, the most beautiful I have seen in a very, very long time. There's juxtapositions of shapes, colors, and how everything is, put in stone and centered. Like, if he's speaking to someone, he's off screen. But he's also speaking, but you see the face here. When he's wiping a table, his office table for some reason, or his desk, he's wiping the desk. And then it cuts to another wipe he's doing. But then he's somewhere else eating, or at his own home. The symmetry of it and the linear motion that happens in this romantic mystery movie or crime drama is absolutely stunning. The essence of how everything is captured is very, very different. And this film is selected as South Korea's entry in the Best International Feature Film category at the 95th Academy Awards. So it's going to be interesting to see if it does get into that category. Now, there's been talk about where this movie would be released. It had a subsequent release in certain areas and in June 29, 2022 in South Korea, and had a limited release in the US theaters. But it made its debut on Mubi on December 9th, 2022, which is where I watched it. I love Park Chan-wook as a director because I absolutely love the films he's directed over the course of his filmography and his career. And with this one, this is absolutely something you don't see. But I do want to take the time to say that he doesn't focus on the mere essence of the scene in certain instances, meaning you see emotion from one character and all of a sudden it switches back to something else. Give us time to, as an audience, as a moviegoer or watcher, let us capture that moment in with ourselves about what these characters are going through. There is a time where the first, I want to say, hour and a half is centered on the one case with the climber, the wife, and then the detective. And then something else happens 13 months later in this movie that takes place with another husband and her again, and then the detective and what's happening. He's trying to get away, but she keeps coming. The way Tang Wei acts in this is the eyes. The eyes are the essence to the soul, and she captures that. The way she speaks Chinese and then, translates it on the iPhone, and the translation's coming through. Different aspects of how things are done. And just seeing the emotion she brings out, like the loving, the lust, the deceitfulness, the cautionary tale. Like, you don't expect certain things. And the unraveling is really, really interesting in this. Now, I do like a shot where the detective is sitting in his car looking through binoculars, and we get the aspect of him being there in the scene. So, for example, when she's working or taking care of a patient, because she's a home care worker, he's there, imagining himself being there, talking to her, but he's actually not there. Like I said, it might confuse some people who have not seen this movie or watch it for the first time. Like, what's going on? Is he there? Is he not there? No, he's not there physically. He's just thinking that he himself is there, but he's actually talking on the phone or somewhere else, or trying to figure out certain things and how the dynamic is and how she orchestrated certain things in this film. The cinematography, like I said, is phenomenal because Kim Ji-young is fantastic with his way of things that are done. There are comedic moments in this that loosen the tension a little bit, but it's to a point where it's done in a way where you wouldn't expect it at all. And when I first, caught that, it was very different. The interrogation scenes are really much different than what you see in a romantic mystery or crime thriller, for that matter. And this captured that. The detective's talking, we switch back to her. She's talking, goes back to the detective. Then it goes back to the interrogation room of where the other two officers or his partner is listening. We get that point of view. The aspect of how the lighting, the blocking is done is probably one of the best I've seen. This movie is in my top list of best movies of 2022. Not for the story, but for the filmmaking, the cinematography, and the acting. Like I said, the story is a little drawn out and takes a while to understand and get used to, but when it does, you're like, holy shit, what's going to happen next? It holds your attention and it grabs your attention, and it doesn't let go at all. The story, like I said, brought it down for me, but this is still a phenomenal film, and I'm curious to see what Park Chan-wook does next. And kudos to Tang Wei as Rai and Park Hae-il as Detective Hae-jun, because those two are phenomenal, especially the actress Tang Wei, because she is so beautiful and she really captured the fear, the sorrow, and the emotion of what a woman like this goes through who's a widower. But then, is she really? But so do you feel sorry for her, or don't you feel sorry for her by the end of this? And it's just crazy how she had this detective wrapped around her finger, and then you see what happens at the end. It's absolutely mind-blowing. And this is an ending to a movie and an entire movie that will stick with you for a while, trying to break it down one by one, little by little, probably for a few weeks to a few months after you watch this. You might have to give it another watch to understand the concept of what's going on. For me, Decision to Leave gets 4 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Decision to Leave, directed by Park Chan-wook. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the story aspect? Did you like the cinematography, the filmmaking, the acting? What didn't you like about this movie? Did you find that it was just a little bit too long? Do you think they could have shortened it? And how else do you think this movie should have ended? And what other aspects of it did you like? So let me know in the comment section below about the questions I just asked. And I'll see you all in the next review video. And also let me know what rating you would give Decision to Leave. And thank you for tuning in.